friends, Teacher Raylan here. Teacher Dragon here. Got wings and a tail, huh? Nice, huh? I found one of my DinoFours books. I'm gonna read it to you. This one's called I'm Not Your Friend. Let's see what happens. Tracy and Danielle were best friends. They did almost everything together. During indoor playtime, they painted rainbows at the same easel, working together. Tracy always made the red arch on the bottom, and Danielle always painted a blue arch on the top. Hey, when we did ours, I did red on top. When they went outside, they pretended to be animals, and Tracy liked being a mischievous kitten who tried to run away from home, and Danielle was a puppy who made sure she didn't. And they always sat next to each other at circle time, and at snack time, and at lunchtime too. The other children could sit on either side of Danielle and Tracy, but no one, absolutely no one, could sit in between them. When their teacher, Mrs. D, wanted to find Tracy, she only had to find Danielle. Tracy was sure to be close by, and whenever she wanted to find Danielle, spotting Tracy was all she needed to do. Then one day, Danielle saw Albert making clay bunnies. She thought that might be fun, so then Danielle joined Albert at the clay table. Meanwhile, Tracy was gluing some wood scraps at the art table. She spotted Danielle across the room. "Danielle!" shouted Tracy. "I'm making a tall tower and it's fun. Come here and help me." "Not now, Tracy," said Danielle. "I'm making clay bunnies with Albert. I'll play with you later." Is it okay to play with other people? Yeah. But Tracy did not like what Danielle had to say to her. Not one bit. Danielle was her friend and nobody else's. She stomped over to the clay table and pulled on Danielle's arm. Is that okay? It's not okay to grab people. "You're not Albert's friend," she yelled. "You're my friend. You have to play with me." "Stop it," said Danielle as she freed herself from Tracy's grasp. "I want to play with Albert right now. Leave me alone." "I'm very mad at you," Tracy yelled as she walked away and sat down in her cubby. "If Danielle plays with Albert, then she can't be my friend." And Tracy thought, "Now I have no friends. I want to go home." Tracy made up a song of how she felt. "I have no friends, I'm all alone. Danielle is bad, and I'm so mad." She sang this song over and over to herself. When Mrs. D noticed that Tracy was sitting in her cubby, she said, "What's wrong, Tracy?" "Danielle's playing with Albert," Tracy said. "She doesn't like me anymore. She's not my friend." "Oh, Tracy," said Mrs. D, Even though Danielle is playing with Albert, she's still your friend too. Perhaps you'd like to play with someone else." "I don't want to play with anyone else," said Tracy. "I just want to be here by myself." "Okay," said Mrs. D. She walked away. "But if you change your mind, I'm sure there are lots of children who would love to play with you." "Never," said Tracy. "Danielle's my only friend." Then Tracy sang her song again. "I have no friends, I'm all alone. Danielle is bad, and I'm so mad." When Tracy sang her song, she heard one of the children calling out, "All aboard! All aboard for the special train!" It was Joshua, wearing a train engineer's cap. "What is that silly Joshua shouting about?" Tracy wondered. "What is the special train?" Then she heard him again, "All aboard! All aboard for the special train!" Tracy walked over slowly to the row of chairs Joshua was using for his train. "Joshua, what's all this special train thing about anyways?" Tracy asked. "Oh, it's a flying train," said Joshua. "First, it's going to California, then to Africa, and the North Pole, and last stop, the moon." "Wow," said Tracy. "It is a special train. I want to buy a ticket." "There are no tickets," said Joshua. "I'm the only person doing this game, and I'm the engineer." "I can be the ticket seller," Tracy said. "I'll cut out the tickets from paper and sell them over there." "Well, that's a great idea," said Joshua. Tracy found some paper and a pair of scissors. She quickly cut out the tickets. She even made a ticket seller's hat. Then when Mrs. D helped her, they wrote the letter T for tickets. And that was also what started Tracy's name, T for Tracy. Now they were ready. "Tickets!" Tracy shouted. "Tickets for the special train. It's going to California, Africa, North Pole, and the moon. Get your tickets right here." The other children lined up to buy tickets. Mrs. D even joined in line too. Tracy and Joshua were happy to see how many people were riding on the special train. When a bunch of tickets were sold, Tracy became the conductor and then started to collect them. Tracy and Joshua took turns being the engineer. "This is fun," Tracy said to Joshua. "Let's play this game again tomorrow." "Sure," said Joshua. Just then Danielle walked over. "Hi, Tracy," said Danielle. "Can I buy a ticket for the special train?" When Tracy saw Danielle, her smile quickly became a frown. "No," said Tracy. "There are no more tickets and you can't come on the special train." Danielle looked as though she might cry. Mrs. D leaned over and said, "I see a seat right behind me." She said, "I think you might have one more ticket." "Oh, all right," said Tracy. "You can come on the special train. Don't make a mess." "I won't," said Danielle, and she sat down. Later on, Tracy was the engineer again, and Danielle moved to the seat right behind her. "Tracy," said Danielle, "it was fun playing with Albert, but you're still my best friend." "I am?" said Tracy. "I thought you didn't want to play with me anymore." "Of course I do," said Danielle. "I can play with Albert and still play with you too. That means I could play with Joshua," said Tracy. "And I could still be your best friend?" "That's right," said Danielle. Tracy said, "This is a silly, really fun special train because we're on it together." Then Tracy sang a new song. "Danielle's my best friend, my very best friend. I was sad and mad, but now I'm really glad." So it's okay to play with other people, and it's okay to go back to your friends. And I know we're having a hard time right now, but just remember, we're all still friends.